another cold and cloudy day. But I gotta show you these, how the rest of the plants look. The ones that I left outside because they weren't salvageable. Crispy and dead. See that, right? The cold. I don't know if this will come back. I doubt it. But look over here. These are bulbs that I planted. Oh my God, it's so cold. I need to get back inside.
I planted these almost a year ago at the end of last spring, 2024.
Look, they're coming back. I totally forgot about them. They're coming back. These were the bulbs that we got, or Kenton bought for me in a vase. Bulbs that you get around springtime during Easter. Yeah, they were so beautiful. They came in like a big vase. I'm just so excited because even though it's so cold and so gloomy, the promise of spring. This is what this reminds me of. The promise of spring, that despite the freezing weather, they're coming through. And this is why what you do in your past has a lot to do with what happens in your future. I mean, that's obvious, right? That's not really that deep. But you know, the point is, make decisions that are, wise, and be okay with delayed gratification, because that's what this is. At the time, all I had were bulbs with roots and no leaves, but I managed to plant them, and I am looking forward to the spring and what blooms. You can see there's no greenery around the rest besides that magnolia. And I'm telling you, the way it is cold, look at the trees, no leaves besides the fir trees or Christmas trees. Even my fig tree is bare. Look at that, nothing. But you know what? In a few months, it's gonna be full of leaves and growing fruit. Fig with you? Look, a little baby fig's coming. You see that? You see that, right? For real. Man, the squirrels better not try to eat it before it gets big. By the way, whenever I'm craving matcha, the drink matcha, which you can get in ice cream, you can get it as a smoothie, as a drink. Whenever I'm craving that, I will drink Moringa. Yeah, this stuff is powerful, let me tell you. This is organic, pure Moringa. And it's a plant-based superfood. The thing is, matcha, I love it, absolutely love it, but it does have caffeine. And so kind of like chocolate, whenever I drink it, I get like heart palpitations. Yeah, unless I'm doing, matcha ice cream, which probably doesn't have a lot. So I avoid it when possible, and I do Moringa instead because this tastes like matcha, but without the caffeine. So it's supposed to give you a lot of energy. You guys check out Moringa if you've never had it. And it's super, super healthy. Super healthy. The only con, everything has pros and cons. The only con with this is that literally all I can do is half a teaspoon. Like I said, it does taste like matcha, but all I can do is half a teaspoon. If I do a full teaspoon, you best believe I'm going to be running to the bathroom all day. Okay? So if you suffer from constipation, which I don't, but if you suffer from constipation or you need something to help you go to the bathroom naturally, check out Moringa. Yeah. But like I said, it is super healthy, gives you energy. It's natural. It's considered a superfood. Let me see, what else does it say? More protein, iron, fiber, calcium than kale, more powerful than turmeric. And which goes to my point about going to the bathroom, because for many people, if you take or use too much turmeric, you'll end up with a little bit of a stomach upset and go to the bathroom. Yeah, turmeric is another powerful antioxidant and a whole bunch of other nutritional essential nutrients in turmeric. So it tastes like matcha, but is caffeine free. So it's a very fine powder, and instead of putting it directly in hot water, I like to put it in some almond milk. This is what it looks like. And honestly, it smells like something I've smelled growing up in Nigeria. So I think this might be a plant that we use in Nigeria in the north. I'm not sure, but it really smells familiar to me. So I said half a teaspoon, didn't I? This is more than half a teaspoon, so let me pour the rest back. And it mixes well with like a little whisk. Yeah. I can't be bothered to go into the drawer and take out the whisk. Eggs are done. Ooh, this thing makes a lot of noise. Whenever I'm going to boil just one egg, this thing is perfect. It's so small and cute. Anyway, thank God it's boiled. It's hot, of course it's hot, Habiba, but we got African hands and we're not bothered. That's pretty. First, we're gonna add a little seasoning to the eggs and a little black pepper. Just a little. Cheers!
I showed you how gloomy it looks outside and all the dead plants. But inside, my house plants are doing well, and all the plants that we brought indoors are alive and well. And that's usually my job, just to keep them alive over the winter. Anyway, let's go upstairs so I can show you some of the crafty things I've been doing since the beginning of the year. Because typically, January, February, I can get pretty down, pretty moody. So staying busy, doing things that I enjoy, keeps the blues away. That's the key. Do what makes you happy. Last year, I had promised myself that I was going to start a new hobby and that I was going to do some polymer clay. However, after finding a bag of old wool that belonged to my grandmother who passed away, in fact, this was something she crocheted, and I found the bag after she passed. So I've gone down this rabbit hole of crocheting again, and I actually enjoy it because now I can make my smart dolls some outfits. And I've posted a few of the outfits and many of you like it. So anyway, this wool looks kind of Christmassy, so I won't be using that. But I did go to Joann Fabrics and I bought some new wool. So see, I've started a project here. This is some pink wool, really nice and soft. This one's called Twinkle. It's a very pale, kind of almost baby pink. I like it, and I think we're gonna make some nice things with that. And I've also picked up dark blue. You see this? I like that it has a lot of variation in the color. It's not a flat blue. It kind of reminds me of jeans. Anyway, I'm going to use it to finish making a coat for one of the dolls. And I'll show you in the rest of the vlog how I complete this coat. It actually takes quite a bit of time. In my mind, I always think, oh, I'm going to do this. It's going to take me, maybe a few hours. No, it takes a lot longer than that. But it's fun. It's fun because when I am editing, sometimes it gets frustrating when I'm downloading or when I'm waiting for the internet. Sometimes the internet starts acting up. So doing some crochet on the side while I'm waiting for things to upload kind of passes the time and allows me to be productive at the same time. So yeah, just some old scrap pieces of wool that I have, which I'll use to make granny squares or something else. But yeah, lots of ideas. There's so many things you can do with crochet, right? So if you don't know how to crochet or to knit, definitely check out here on YouTube. There are a lot of experts that can teach you. It really isn't that hard. You can make so many cute outfits for yourself, for your dolls, or as gifts. You can make squishies. You can make coasters. I mean, it's endless what you can do. Anyway, this is a piece of fabric with cherries on it. I'm going to make something for some of the girls, something Valentine or spring inspired. Here they are, by the way. And I know not everyone's into dolls or in particular smart dolls, so I will come back and show you what I make for them a little later. But for now, let me show you some of the kind of practical, cute things that I've made or handmade or mostly embellished. Okay, let's start off at my standing desk. So I have, can you see it? That pink little round crochet item is actually more like a coaster, but I also use it as a catch-all. So if I take off my jewelry, I can put it on there and not worry about things sliding off because the top of my desk is kind of slick. A lot of the accessories in my office by choice are white and pink. Even though I don't really wear pink, I like pink accessories. Anyway, this is a very beginner-friendly project. You can make table mats, you can make coasters. The next two items are things that I'm carrying in my handbag, and I just moved them from one handbag to the next. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull them out. And I was thinking I really should do one of those sort of nostalgic, old-fashioned YouTube videos, what's in my bag, because girl, I'm like Mary Poppins with all the stuff that I have in here. I used to carry small bags, and now I'm kind of gravitating back towards larger bags. In fact, that Coach one that you just saw, I think I want a bigger bag. Maybe not Coach, but just a bigger bag. Anyway, let me show you what's in this little pouch. So you can see it's pens, okay? Obviously I didn't make this gold pen, but I keep a pouch with pens. And the one I want to show you is this one. It's all blinged out. Do you see that? Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. I love it. See, my whole thing is take things that are ordinary and just make them a little extraordinary. Even the most basic pen can look beautiful. So all I did was add some Swarovski crystals to it, you know, Austrian crystals. And then I added some basic bling. So some of it is the fancy, expensive stuff, and some of it is the stuff you can just get at any craft store. Nothing major. And then I stuck them on with E6000 glue. And you gotta let that mature. You know, that glue takes a while to actually dry. So yeah, you see, it's just those basic gel pens. I love how they write. I absolutely love the ball pen. I'm one of those people that's particular with the type of pen I use and the type of ink. But it was kind of boring, so I just kind of made it pretty. And now I feel inclined to pick it up. In case you're wondering, Habiba, you put rhinestones on a pen whose ink is going to run out, a disposable pen. Why would you do that? Well, my dear, you see, you can change the inside. It's refillable. So you can get one of the refillable ink cartridges and put it in. And I made sure that I place the rhinestones on the edge so that I can still open the pen up. So it's doable. Make yourself a personal pen that you enjoy picking up. Make it fun. Clearly, I like bling, right? I like things that sparkle. Can you guess what this next item is? Guess. Tell me what you think it is. Well, for those that don't know, this is a pill box, pill storage container. So when I went to get my mammogram a couple of months ago, yeah, sometime late last year, I got my mammogram. This is your reminder to get your mammogram for those that are due. Anyway, they gave me a pill box on my way out, which I thought was such a cute gift. It has like 3 compartments on the top. So in that first compartment, I've rolled up some disposable gloves. Yeah, the doctor and me, we have germs everywhere. You know, you don't know when you're out and about and you might need some gloves. So this pill case is what I put in my handbag. This is more like, you know, emergency or just I might need it. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I need to do one of those what's in my bag situations. Anyway, so I just think it's so adorable that this little pill case can hold not just pills, because obviously I don't take a whole bunch of pills like that. Thank God. But I do take a lot of vitamins. So in the next compartment, I have like vitamin D, I have vitamin C, and B12. Anyone with like GI issues probably is going to have a few deficiencies, including B12 or, whatever. Anyway, see your doctor. I'm not here to tell you what to take. I'm just showing you what I have in this compartment. In the third compartment, I would probably put my blood pressure medication, but I have another pill box for that. And then what I love is that underneath, look, there's like this pull-out drawer, and it's got Band-Aids, like it came like that. They gave me with Band-Aids. So I have also included some, the stuff you clean your teeth, you floss. So it just fit perfectly in there. And again, this little compartment goes in my handbag. This is just like for emergency. So it's kind of like a little mini first aid kit, if you will. After using the Swarovski crystals on my pen, I ran out. So I'm just using regular gemstones that I got from like a craft or art store. And yeah, very simple. Just go ahead and take them out and glue them on with E6000 or some other, strong glue. And yeah, so much fun. Sometimes you need a small project to make you feel productive when you're feeling a little insecure or if you're anxious. I don't know. Sometimes we just need a little win, If the bigger things in life seem unattainable, just try something small. Sometimes we feel like we're not where we need to be. Maybe it's an issue with our career. Maybe it's an issue with our spouse, our relationship, whatever. Maybe it's an issue with our children. Maybe it's something that you're trying to accomplish or learn and you're just struggling. Find a small project that's fun and do that first. Because if you do it well and it brings a smile to your face, it makes everything else seem better or attainable. I absolutely love this little pill box. So cute. The next item I customized was what was just a basic notepad. So Kenton had a notepad from previous school and he wasn't using it, and so I decided to customize it by covering it with craft paper. So I got some craft paper from the art store and I love the vintage looking designs on them. They look like old wallpaper. And then I layered that with some butterflies that I happen to have in my drawers. I always collect like little pretty things, stickers, stuff like that, and I keep them for future projects. I also added some charms that have a very vintage look. You see that floral charm, and I tied a pink velvet bow on there, and then I also added a little notebook. Do you see the tiny little notebook? It has a metal cover. And the name of that design or collection was Things Found. And so I absolutely adore this little touch of this tiny little book with real pages added to this bookmarker. So just make everything beautiful, even if it's something you use on a daily basis that's quite basic, And so anyway, I leave my notes here, ideas for YouTube videos, lists of things I need to do, my thoughts. It's a journal, it's a diary, it's everything. And it's usually sitting by my computer, or if I'm going somewhere, I can just pop it in my handbag and go with it. Some people like to share their ideas in their technology, like their phone or their computer. I am definitely still an old-fashioned girl who prefers a pen and paper. And I just like being able to hold a book and be able to flip through pages and look back at ideas and plans that I've made. So far, I've showed you a few items I made last month that bring me joy. This little rose is made out of polymer clay, but I did make it a couple of years ago. I keep it next to my computer as a reminder that I plan to go back to making a few things with polymer clay. And hopefully things that I can share with you. Anyway, remember these miniature little cupcakes and items that I made? I love tiny little things. They're so adorable, like this chocolate chip ice cream sandwich also. Anyway, let's move on to crochet. So where are all my crafters and smart doll lovers? So whether you like smart dolls or not, or if you like crafting or crochet, hopefully you will like this little segment. Can you guess what I was making? You guessed right. I'm making a cardigan for my smart doll, and I need some buttons. So I want to pick the plain white ones. And the thing about buttons for a doll is that you need to make sure the scale is small enough. You know, it's the right scale. I'm going to need some scissors, some thread to sew on the buttons. It's a little fiddly, you know. It's a little fiddly, but it's actually kind of nice when you finally get them done. So anyway, I'm hoping that my smart doll, Imagine, 2-foot tall smart doll, is going to like this cardigan. And if she likes it, maybe your smart doll will like it. I don't know, maybe. So if you're watching and you have a smart doll or you're thinking about getting one, maybe consider getting some crocheted items from me. So that's what this segment is about. I'm going to show you what I made for my dolls, and if there is something you see that you like and you want for yourself, then go ahead and send me an email because I don't have a website for it yet.
Another late morning night. What time is it? It's after 2 a.m. I really need to go to bed, but I'm not sleepy. Anyway, I'm in my office. It's really cozy in here, nice and warm. I had the little heater on because, you know, to sleep, everyone likes the place cold. And that's appropriate. I like it really cold. But since I'm up in my office, I put on the heat, right? So yeah, did you hear her? She just turned off. Anyway, you see my girls, they keep me company. And so as I am editing, I tend to crochet a little bit lately, and I feel like it really helps. So in between like uploading, you know, when I'm trying to get things from my iPhone to download onto my computer, sometimes it takes a little bit of time. So it's kind of cool to be able to crochet. So that's what I'm doing here again. I decided every time I'm done with a bigger project, this is like a coat I'm working on here, I'll end my night by doing a little beanie hat. Beanie hat, is that what you call it? Not beanie hat, what do you call it? Like, you know, the little French hats. Anyway, when I was in college, I had one, but I didn't call it a beanie. Hopefully someone watching this will like it for their doll. I'll give you kind of an in-depth at some point in the video what I've made, give you a little mini fashion show or something. To kind of wind down while being productive, I get to crochet. I always like to watch other people crafting as well, so that's pretty much what I do. I'm crocheting while watching someone else crochet, winding down with my thoughts.
Lately, I've been thinking a lot about how I really want this channel to remain more of a comfort channel, meaning that you come here and you feel good about what you see or what you hear. You feel better about your day, even if it's for a few minutes. And I know sometimes that's a challenge because you will sometimes come here and see political type content, which is very agitating. And I know I do a lot on this channel in terms of variety. It might be cooking, it might be sewing, it might be traveling, and I like lifestyle videos, but I also want to make sure that the content makes you feel good and you learn something. Sometimes I include medical type related content. Anyway, let me know, because lately I was thinking maybe we should keep the political content in one place, maybe as a podcast, and just focus on lifestyle videos and creativity and DIY projects. And of course, occasionally sprinkle in the dolls on this channel. Let me know what you think. Or maybe you don't mind the variety in one place on this channel, Kenton and Habiba.
I'm really hungry, but I'm afraid that if I stop to go eat, I won't finish this. And I really want to finish this so I can show you guys what it looks like on. I mean, obviously you've seen a previous coat that I've made before, but I'm really excited about this blue one. Really excited about this blue one. I feel like it's taken me so much longer though than I had planned. You would think I'm doing a human-sized coat. Requires a lot of wool, a lot of crocheting, and crocheting can be a little harder on your hands and wrist. It's not like knitting. Like knitting, I don't know, there's no pain or real tension on your wrist and fingers as much, but crochet, kind of tough on your wrist when you do it a lot. But anyway, I'm excited to see how this turns out.
I'm so excited! I finally finished putting the coat together. Not only did I sew it together, I crocheted it together. And I can't wait to see what the girls look like wearing it. So this coat will fit the pear-shaped size, you know, the larger doll, and it will also fit the regular size or the classic doll. I think I might put a collar on it later like the other coat, but I definitely prefer this neutral color scheme. What do you think? Do you like that rainbow better or do you like this neutral better? Anyway, you see what it looks like. Ooh, I can't wait to try it on. As if I'm trying it on. I'm not trying it on. They're trying it on.
Girl, pull up your pants. Why are they open? You're embarrassing us. Okay, pull it on your blouse. Alrighty, let's try them.
I really like how the coat turned out. Now, do you like it with the blue on blue or do you like it with a pop of color? Let's try it with pale blue and a little bit of violet because this color combination I would totally wear. I could totally see myself wearing this. And let's add the scarf. You could also add a fabric scarf or the crocheted scarf. I guess we'll do the crochet scarf for now. Isn't she such a lady? She's definitely going somewhere nice. Or maybe she's just going to the supermarket. I don't know. Where do you think she's going? Let's try the blue on blue scarf, which you notice I have tassels on as well. So it actually looks like it was built in with the coat, right? Which is what made me realize that I need a collar on this coat. So after this clip was done, or by the end of this video, you'll see I actually ended up attaching a collar to the coat. So I'm planning to sell the hats with the scarves as a set. So you can buy a hat and a scarf as a set, and the coat obviously would be separate. Anyway, Miss Halima here wanted to join in because I wanted you to see what it would look like on her body. She's got the, quote, classic body. She's a lot slimmer. Now, you weren't supposed to see me without my hair, girl. Anyway, here she is dressed up in the coat. It is a lot more generous on her. I think it's easier to just make one size coat so you can put it on either size doll. She's more of a crossbody girl. She's not a Birkin girl. She likes her corduroy bag instead of the Birkin, and that's how she would like it. I think she's giving me a thumbs up. Yep, thumbs up for the coats. Now, if you're more of the coquette aesthetic or you like super girly stuff, then you hopefully like this cardigan. I added the buttons to it. I added little bows on the sleeves, and it's finished so that Imagine can try it on. You see her outfit. This is hand sewn. I did this a while back, like the little flowers on it. See, I think she loves the cardigan. I think she loves it. The sleeves maybe could be a little shorter. I don't know. Or maybe she likes the generous sleeves. What do you think? This pink cardigan is perfect as we head into the spring, and she looks adorable. I love all the details. And oh, so cute. Now she wants me to make her another dress with the cherry fabric. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. You could have been watching anything else, but you chose to be here with me. So thank you. And I hope you're inspired to make something nice for yourself or for your family and friends. We need something to lift our spirits up sometimes. And handmade items just feel so much more special than mass-produced, right? Anyway, if you are interested in any of the items that I've made, please send me an email. I will send you a newsletter soon sharing everything that is up for sale. Or maybe you just want to look at the pictures. I don't know, maybe you just like the dolls and you have no intention of buying it. Sign up for my newsletter. I promise you will get it to your inbox soon. Bye! Bye!